You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show.
Let the music build in. Let it build in. Let it build in.
The drama.
Hello, everybody. You're watching AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show, Season 5, Episode 22, the top 6. And, well, let's just call it Christina's boobs episode, because they are back.
Wait, did she say anything tonight?
I don't know, but
I was staring.
I was so happy to see that. I'm Jason Ikeler, and joining me across the table,
I'm Christian Rosenberg.
I'm Laila Sadny.
And tonight we have special guests from Season 2, Team Adam. Pip is here.
Yeah!
Thank you guys. Welcome, Pip. Pip's going to join us for the whole episode and then perform at the end, so stay tuned for that. Before we talk about the top 6, let's talk about losing Caroline. We lost Caroline and we lost Ray.
I called it.
She did call it. She did call it last week. Well, I think we all kind of said Caroline.
I was bummed to see Caroline go.
Well, I didn't want to see anyone go because I've liked them all. And I do find it kind of interesting. When was the last time that we still have this many people left in the competition and one of the judges has nobody?
Right.
Yeah. I think like Season 3.
Was it 3?
Well,
definitely not last season.
Christina lost a lot early one season.
Okay.
It was weird because my season it was totally different because judges couldn't all the teams got eliminated at the same amount. So at the end it was one from each team.
Right.
So I kind of like it better this way.
I like it way better this way. Yeah, it's way more.
You have more of a fan base.
Yeah.
So we were at the Voice red carpet again tonight, so let's check that out.
Give me 1 sec.
1 second. Pip, who's your favorite this season?
I am gonna say James.
James, my favorite too.
Oh, that's why you guys will hang out.
I know. There we go.
Pretty great.
The James side.
I think James is
James
everybody's favorite, right?
Was that say it again?
James is everyone's favorite, right?
Well, I love him.
Hey guys, here we go.
Here we go.
The Voice top 6 just got done performing, and they're telling us all about their performances.
Oh, they're adorable.
So you sang a One Direction song tonight. That was kind of unexpected. Why that song?
I know. I mean, I have a heart for indie music, but you know, I mean, Christina's been throwing me so many like curveballs, you know, genre-wise. I got to sing, you know, a pop hit.
Jackie, you are a little diva.
Thanks.
You're going out there killing it. I love what you did with the mic tonight. That was like a performance in and of itself.
Thank you so much. I mean, again, completely spaced out during that performance. Remember gasping for air, and then I opened my eyes and Christina's on stage. And I'm like, oh God, what did I do?
You should space out in every performance because that was so good. Literally everybody here watching was speechless.
Thank you.
Okay, let's talk.
It's only contestant. Do you feel like you've got more like one-on-one attention now?
Yeah, I definitely feel like he can kind of show all of his, give all his coaching to me, give all his advice to me, and give all his attention to me, and just kind of focus on just one person. I feel like maybe might give him kind of an advantage rather than a disadvantage.
Well, you took it and you killed it. You brought it to church. Everybody's tweeting. They're like, oh my God, I have chills.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got saved. So your man is in the audience tonight. I see him.
I see you. I love him, you see. I am so happy he's here to share this with me, and just, you know, he's my guy. I get all blushy when I talk about him.
Would you ever sing an Adam song?
I would love to. But I don't know how that goes over well in America, you know what I mean?
James, you lost your voice, you said on Twitter today, and that's how you sound when you lose your voice?
It's true. Well, I mean, I've babied it all day and then tried to do the best I could. I actually went to the ENT, and he like stuck a tube in my throat and gave me a steroid shot in the ass, and just to demonstrate a little bit of versatility, a little bit of contrast, and not to beat people over the head with this big bombastic crazy number thing. That can get old.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later.
I'll buzz you later. Did that work?
That's perfect.
Love it.
Is every single person left adorable?
I think they are.
They're the cutest.
There's a couple awkward ones. We won't talk about that. Let's get into Team Blake. Blake's only contestant left is Cole Vosbury. And Cole's first song was Blake's choice, which was Rich Girl by Hall & Oates. Thoughts?
I felt like this was Cole's song. Like, it just sounded like this is a Cole song.
Sounded like Cole.
You know what? I liked how he started. It almost had like a Tracy Chapman vibe. And then I feel like he got lost when the band kicked in.
Oh, really? You thought he got a little
I thought he
lost?
lacked energy.
Yeah, I definitely thought it lacked. I mean, I think he has one of the better voices of the 6 of them. Like, his voice is just amazing, but he kind of lacked energy. Like, he was just a little.
I think tonight in general he lacked energy. Like with both songs, I was kind of like, I love Cole. His voice sounded great, like you said, and I like that he got his little guitar from Blake, and I thought that was cute. But yeah, I thought he needed to bring more energy to the performance.
And I feel like the rasp thing he's doing is almost forceful, and it doesn't sound natural to me.
It definitely, the second song, it felt a little more like.
Do you feel like that, like this week, it doesn't feel natural, or like always?
I feel like he has like a little bit of a natural rasp, but this week, I don't know if it's because he's tired, like Christina said, but it just feels exaggerated to me.
Okay.
Like, take it a step back, Cole.
Yeah.
And I like the energy in the second song, which we'll really talk about more in a minute, just didn't feel like it was there. But this song, to me, doesn't feel like it needs a ton of energy. And I felt the amount that he delivered with it made it, like I said, kind of made it his own. To me, I thought it was a nice way to open the show, I felt. It was a relaxing, kind of chill way. Like, you weren't just blown out of proportion with some super powerful performance. It just kind of glided you in a little bit.
See, I thought it was
eased you in.
John, like, he needs to take this song and, like, punch you with it, I thought.
I was thinking that with the second one, and did not deliver with that at all. But.
I mean, the best part of the performance was his grandma, though.
Oh gosh, I love the grandma. She cries at
adorable.
every one of his songs.
The producers of the show are brilliant, because even if the performance is like kind of shitty, you're like, oh my god, look at his family. So good. So up next, he sang Better Man by James Morrison. And I thought this was a great song choice for his voice. Again, lacking energy.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited because I loved the song, but then it just kind of, it was.
I love Van Morrison too, but I really did just forget this performance. Like, it did nothing for me.
Yeah. You want my word of this week? I've been doing a word of the week the last few weeks.
What's your word this week?
My word of this week is underwhelming.
I would agree with that.
I'd say it's for Cole especially.
Because last week, how we were like blown away with everyone's performances last week for the most part, and this week kind of like the follow up. For the most part, most of the people didn't really deliver. Like, I felt most of them took a step back from last week. Where the song choice and like the rehearsals, I'm getting ready. I'm like, oh, this should be good.
Right. Yeah.
And then like this is a perfect example of it. I'm like, oh, this ought to be a good one out of him because of the emotional thing we saw last week.
I think Cole might be played out. You know what I mean? I think we've seen all he can do.
Yeah, and I also think that it is the top 6, and it's like very crucial right now for all of them, but they are very tired, and their voices are like,
of course.
Right, I mean,
they're so tired.
So you can see it and you can hear it.
Well, because they go right into like practice as soon as the show's over tonight.
And recording and everything.
Well, because now they gotta be rehearsing songs for Tuesday night, the elimination show.
Right.
Then if you advance, Wednesday, now let's start working on a new song.
Yeah, when you do that, do you get any days off?
No.
None?
No, especially once live shows start, it's like, it's just awful. Everyone is sick. Everyone is sick. Everyone's going to the doctor. Everyone has some sort of ailment that's happening. So it's the real champions on the show are the background singers. Like the background singers.
They have to learn everything.
They learn everything, and they can't complain about it.
Well,
that's divas and like, oh god, I'm sick today. They're like, we have 12 songs.
They're like, shut up. That's funny. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so I don't know if Cole will stay or not.
Well, they're only eliminated.
Guess we'll find out.
The thing is, Blake's fans, Blake has a strong fan base
Blake
himself.
army.
They do whatever Blake says.
Part of me wonders if that's why CeeLo gets eliminated so soon, because I don't feel like CeeLo fans watch The Voice.
No,
they probably don't.
No, you're
Christina
right.
fans probably do. Adam fans probably do. Blake fans. CeeLo, probably not.
Well, remember, only one person gets eliminated this week, so you're kind of already thinking that Cole might be the one?
I'm going to wait for my
I'll wait.
I might put.
That's where my money is, too.
On that one, too.
So before we get into Team Adam, we want to remind everybody to go onto iTunes and rate and subscribe the AfterBuzz TV The Voice podcast and give us 5 stars. And we love all the comments on YouTube and Twitter. And while you're there, Pip's album No Formalities is also on iTunes.
Hey,
and you can get that.
too.
It's really good.
Yeah, while you're there, just stop by.
Just check it out.
A few clicks away.
You got to support the voice artists.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about Team Adam. Adam's got 3 contestants in the competition, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And they're all really good, actually.
Yeah.
They're all really good.
So first up on Team Adam, let's talk about, looking through my notes, Will Champlin. Will's first song was Change Is Gonna Come.
I said this was messy.
Really?
That was my word I had for the song. Messy and all over the place.
Yeah, there seemed like a lot of pitch issues in this one.
I think whenever he goes up into his falsetto, he can't transition into it well, and then he starts out flat.
I kind of said it was kind of like watching a really fantastic singer do drunk karaoke.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, God.
it was kind
Yeah.
of just all over the place, and I've seen performances from him that were like amazing, and I was expecting, especially with such a great song, you know. So I don't know.
I was let down with that
I
song.
guess again, watching it, he seemed tired.
He did.
Yeah. I like the piano in the beginning.
Yeah, I wanted more of that.
Right,
Yeah.
too.
Why did he stay on the piano the whole time?
Adam made such a big deal about it too. He's like such an amazing piano player, but he
Such an amazing piano player. So we're gonna
While he
give
was
you
playing.
5 seconds on
He
it.
told me tonight he wants to do To Make Me Feel Your Love or whatever, the Bob Dylan song, and
yeah.
just do it piano completely
That would be
unplugged.
amazing.
And I think he needs to do something like
Yes.
that.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Before
just
it's
so
too
he
late.
can focus on his voice more.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I thought this song, I liked the idea of it. And I like when he gets a little gritty, but it was just too sloppy, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer, because I feel like he's better than that.
He is better than that.
He's got a nice voice.
And it's the word, underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
There you go.
One of my
See?
favorite songs.
Let's see what you guys think
Come on,
about
tonight.
I know.
Boom,
You're on a roll.
boom. Nailing it.
So what did you guys think about Hey Brother by Avicii that he sang?
This was just like a weird song.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
crazy cool song choice. I've
thought it
never
was cool.
heard the song.
No, me neither.
But they took the song's great, the Avicii song, but Adam kept making this big deal about the country electronic crossover, but they took the electronic part out of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
did
just
you,
a
Very
country
country.
song.
did you guys
yeah.
think he developed a southern accent in the first part of the song?
Can we just say banjo, please?
I love a good
Hashtag
banjo.
banjo.
I love a good banjo. But I feel like he almost had a southern accent.
I think it was trying to adapt too much between the banjo and maybe even the accent. And in the midst of that, to me, I felt like he was the most uncomfortable on stage during this performance than any other song of his.
Yeah.
Because he's normally dominates the stage.
It's got to literally come down to the fact that they're tired. Because
Yeah.
he usually has such great stage presence.
I know. He did seem uncomfortable. I agree with you. And I thought maybe it was the banjo, actually.
And it kind of bums
It
me
could have
out.
been.
Because I feel like this is the type of album he'll make after this show. Mm-hmm. This is what I hear him doing, but...
I thought
his
it
voice
was.
would sound good.
I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a cool song.
The fire was weird.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fire, and I didn't.
I feel like
understand
maybe
why.
that should have came in when the song picked up. But
Yeah.
it was just...
It was like I felt like I was
sizzling
like
in the
on
background the
There
whole
was a lot of stage setups tonight that we were all just like,
the stage
this
crew was
does not
tired
seem like the
too.
right setup for this song. It seemed like they mixed them up. And there were rose petals in about 7 of the 12 songs
And like
tonight.
the neon lasers, you're
Oh
like,
yeah,
why
like,
are they
why?
there?
Exactly.
At least they're keeping us on our toes,
I
right?
felt
They
like I
are.
was on a burning farm with the stage.
Oh my
A
god.
burning farm.
There we go. Quote that.
Okay. All
So
right.
Burning
next
farm.
up on Team Adam is Tessanne Shin. Tessanne sang a redemption song by Bob Marley, and
Yes.
she's been wanting to do this song for weeks.
She told Chloe this a couple
and then
weeks
she told me
ago.
that last week.
Yeah.
So Adam picked it for her, actually. I thought she nailed it. I couldn't be more impressed.
I agree.
I loved it. I'm just afraid whether or not America's going to love it.
Oh, I think America is going to really love it.
America, like Bob Marley obviously can never do no wrong, but there are some Bob Marley
Can
songs.
never do no wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I did it, and I'll do it again. I'll do double negatives. I'll do triple if asked for.
Okay.
I just don't think that this particular song is one that a lot of people, mainstream voice audience, knows.
I think that's wise. Because look at James, who sang the Joni Mitchell song last week.
Right.
If you sing a song that only a few
That's
people
true.
know, they'll go and they'll buy Tessanne's version over
And
Bob Marley's.
also, she gets a lot of the Rihanna comparisons. Rihanna covered the song before too. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think that it could open up like a new audience to.
That's
the
what
song.
I
I think it's good for her.
I mean, she
And I
did
think she took the
fantastic.
Bob Marley song and made it more mainstream.
Yeah. Those high notes.
Crazy. She
Yeah.
can wail. And I think she's learning now how to use her voice as opposed to just over singing everything. Like all of her songs have a good build now. And I think that's great.
Yeah, that was a great performance. Stripped down nicely as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So then her next performance was Unconditionally by Katy Perry.
Which is just the weirdest word.
Unconditional.
What are you saying?
It's like the most syllables ever in one song.
Right. Yeah.
I thought she did great though.
I did
She
too.
sounded great. I wish she would have switched up the arrangement a little bit because it was like identical to Katy Perry.
The staging was cool.
It was
This staging was great.
Very cool. Best staging.
Well, this
of
is
the
where
night.
the rose petals actually.
This is where the rose petals were meant to be. They fell on Cole. They fell on Matthew.
Oh my God.
Trickle down.
I agree though. She kept it in the beginning. She kept it way too similar.
Yeah.
It was like a karaoke version, but then at the end they like broke it down like right at the end, and I wish she had like done that, like made the song have a little more like rock feel.
Yeah, because I feel like that's her touch on things.
Awesome. When when it came in, you really felt it, and you could tell she felt it more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was excited for her when she did the song because I think we were saying she should do like a Katy Perry song. She needed like that current, like cool, like popular song.
And what I like about her is she wasn't necessarily one of my favorites in the beginning, but now like these last 2 to 3 weeks,
getting
I'm
better.
like obsessed with her.
Yeah.
I download all of her songs.
I am on the same exact boat as you. Like last week, we were talking about, I was like, finally, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And I think she really continued that momentum. One of the few that continued the momentum this week. I think this was my favorite performance of the night of Unconditional.
Oh, really?
I think this is probably my favorite one as far
And
as
I
all
think
of them.
for her, I think it was smart how you said like she built up, like she started out like not so popular and she's just grown and grown and grown, as opposed to being just amazing up front. And then where do you go from that? And that's kind of like what's going on.
that's
with
the problem. A lot of guys
Matthew.
a lot of people are plateauing, but she's still climbing.
So that's smart.
And I don't know if it's necessarily plateauing, but I think especially with the iTunes votes, it's so much about song choice.
Yeah, totally.
Which for this song, I don't know if she'll necessarily chart because I would buy the Katy Perry version.
This is still new.
Yeah.
And it's so similar.
So similar.
There's no reason to buy hers.
Yeah. But I feel like people will buy the other one, hopefully. I don't want her to go.
No,
no, not yet.
Next up on Team Adam is mine and Pip's favorite, James Walpert. His first song was "I Fell in Love with the Girl" by the White Stripes.
This is such a hard song.
Which I was bored. I was bored.
I thought
I didn't think there was a moment.
Exactly.
It was
and I didn't like the
very-
arrangement, actually.
Really? I like the arrangement.
I like the song choice because I feel like this is the type of album he'll make.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I think he's very White Stripes-esque.
Yes.
But his voice is good too. The song, like you said, didn't really go anywhere.
Well, and Adam was talking about how he like didn't want him to have like a big note moment, but you can make a song like have depth without making a big it just seemed very one-dimensional
I agree.
on that one. And that's an overused word on the show, one-dimensional.
That's okay. We got you.
But this is, I mean, just like the rhythm of all the lyrics and stuff. I mean, this is a tough song to do.
It's a wordy song.
It's very wordy.
He came from show choir or a cappella groups. He can handle that.
He's got
Peter.
He's good.
He's got it down.
But yeah, I don't know. I think he's an incredible vocalist. I just wish they would have done something different with the arrangement.
This was the really weird staging, right? Too, where like all the lights did not match.
Right.
It matched like it would if he did the song like the White Stripes did it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have made perfect sense, but they kept the lights and made it the calm acoustic versions. It's like,
But it was weird because it was acoustic, but not really.
Yeah.
No.
Like
it was
they should
very,
have completely unplugged or like gone like the White Stripes version.
I was waiting for like the second, like, oh, whatever that is. I'm not going to sing because I'm terrible at it. I was waiting at that point. I'm like, oh, here comes the rock. Boom. And it was just going to go.
No.
Which would have given it that like
that would have been its moment.
But he nailed it for us later on when he sang
Can we
Meatloaf's "I Would Do Anything for Love."
Oh my gosh!
So
the beginning made me cry. No joke.
Okay, good. 'Cause
she cried.
I was
like literally everything from the fog. I thought the fog was beautiful. It's so musical theater.
It was very musical theater. You never heard him say
which
but.
I love.
He never said, but I won't do that. It was, I won't do that. I just want to.
Can we listen?
Yeah, it will come. It will come up in a second. But to find out also where Adam was saying he's sick. Oh, and like you were talking about
He
too.
tweeted this morning he woke up with no voice.
That's
no voice and
insane.
still did this.
Yeah.
To me, it's just crazy.
That was the performance of the night.
And he can like wail. Like
okay.
And it's so strong.
Yeah, you like, and it was like that every time. It's like, I won't do that.
It's like you would.
It's all right.
I wanted the word. I wanted the word butt in there. I wanted butt in there.
You love butts.
I wanted more butt.
You want his butt?
I wanted more butts.
Okay,
I've said it.
You said it.
He talked about
I don't know
getting
though, but like literally, he's my favorite, and every week I'm blown away by his vocals because it's so insane.
He's one of the few that had like stage presence tonight as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
On that song especially, he used the stage really well.
Yes.
He didn't just stand there.
He's good with his stage presence. He's pretty.
Yeah, well, show choir.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Helps with that.
Theater.
He knows what's up.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it because he's for sure gonna stay. I don't know what else he can sing though, because he can literally sing anything. I don't know what I want to hear him sing specifically.
Yeah, like what next? He's like, all right, top this one.
I like his dramatic songs, so I like that for him. So
like with the build and like right here.
No, there it comes. It's building. It's building.
yeah, he's very Queen. Like he definitely could do.
Yeah, it was Queen. It was Queen doing Meatloaf.
Yeah. And who would think singing a Meatloaf song would be smart? No one.
No, because as soon as they
I love that song.
But yeah, but as soon as they said this is what he's singing, I think we're all like in the screen, which is like, why did I think of that one for him? This is such a great song for him.
I love him. That's all.
You're in love with him.
I am. So let's talk about Team Christina.
Christina.
First up on Team Christina was Matthew Schuler. And his first song was "Story of My Life" by One Direction.
With the Carson like dig at One Direction.
Yeah, right.
Did you see
that?
Where he was like, "Yeah, One Direction."
Really?
I know.
He's doing a One Direction song.
Carson's kind of douchey with the things he says, and you're like, Carson, you were on TRL. Shut up.
I know, right?
Like, people can be like One Direction. Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead.
Sorry,
you go ahead.
I think he might go home. I think he might go home.
Do you know why I think he won't go home?
I don't think Matthew's
Because
going.
he is a genius. He quoted a Bible verse in his package. He said,
he
"You
did?
trained up your child in the way." That's a Bible verse. Every person in Middle America is like, "Oh, look at that good Christian boy. They're all voting." This is genius.
There's a lot of them. So
I know.
Getting to that, those were the most awkward things ever. Those,
It was so weird.
The only one who wasn't was Jackie's. Was like you thought would be awkward because it was to Christina, but it was actually like really cute.
Yeah.
But everyone else's was just
they all were real
really
awkward.
weird.
For the song, though, I thought when he got to the chorus, his voice sounded way better.
It was too low for him.
Yeah, and
you couldn't hear him.
He needed to belt it or something. And then I thought the bridge was really good. I just again don't think he did that much to differentiate from the original, and it's too soon.
And it was.
And the neon lights along with this did not make any sense.
I was scared he was going to fall down the stairs because he does not look like he can see out of his eyes.
And that platform did not look sturdy. The platform did not look like this big.
Yeah, he's like barely.
It bums me out though because he has a great voice.
He's so talented.
He does, but what he did with Alleluia was so amazing. Like I said, where do you go from there? That's the problem. And
I like that him and Christina aren't trying to recreate that. They're trying to do different things. But I feel like maybe he needs to go back and do a slow ballad like that.
Yeah.
Like last week, we were afraid because we thought that was his worst performance of the season, and he ended in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
I thought this one was worse than last week.
I have to agree with you.
This one I think was the worst of the night. I mean, not to say that any of them were terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
But out of everybody, like this one just felt the least strong. Like,
It didn't because I like the idea of the song because I do feel like this is what his album will sound like. Very like pop rock and
then another new song though, similar to the Unconditional. Where do you think people are going to download this one on iTunes?
No, I don't think so.
because the One Direction can
Maybe-
sound better.
Probably his second song.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's weird to say.
So yeah,
It's weird to
his
say
next
One
song-
Direction and better.
Yeah.
In a sentence.
Leave One
they're
Direction
good.
alone.
They're good.
I love me some Harry Styles. His next song was "When a Man Loves a Woman," and I love that he did this song. I thought he did really well on it, and I like that he's doing something soulful.
I thought it was too busy.
He screamed too much. Like, I don't know.
See, but I don't know why I like
and
his
more just like
scream.
I'm gonna scream this song.
I like when he does it too.
Well,
I think he needed to do a song like this though, more of like they were saying back to basics.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do.
When Carson said "Back to Basics," I thought he was gonna do a Christina song too. I'm like, yes, ain't no other man, step it up.
No, he didn't.
Nothing.
This was again though one of those songs, like when I heard this is what he was gonna do, I was like, oh, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
And in his case this time, I felt like he did too much, which kind of took the flair out of the cool riffs that he did because I felt there were too many of them.
Yeah.
See, I felt like he took it and he made it his own. It got a little sloppy at the end, but I think overall it was really good. I would download it.
Well, I mean, you can't question this guy's voice at all. I mean,
Yeah.
The pitch was, to me, perfect.
Crazy.
It was crazy good. I felt like it was way too busy for this slow of a love song.
Maybe he's like trying too hard a little bit.
Exactly.
Like he knew he had to like. Push
He
it.
knew last week I'm in trouble, trying to go all out, and I think he might have done too much.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like he was connecting. He was just kind of screaming as much as he could. And not feeling it.
I really hope he doesn't go home, though.
I do too. I don't want
He's
him to
one
go
of my
anywhere.
favorites. We'll see, I guess.
We
So
shall see.
Christina's
We
final
shall see.
contestant is Jackie Lee.
Little Jackie.
Little Jackie. Her first song was "Crybaby" by Janis Joplin.
She's so young.
She's so young.
I know.
You guys didn't like it?
No, I loved it.
I'm like, what?
No, I sighed because
What are you,
I'm
nuts?
a huge Janis Joplin fan, and I
Yeah.
thought she killed it, and I love the mic on the floor.
Oh my God,
like,
she was like a little diva.
Loved
like
it.
she killed it.
And Adam said it best. He's like, you sang this without dealing with heartbreak?
Yeah.
I can't imagine how you would sing it once you deal with it.
Yeah.
Because, God.
And she's grown
Where does
so
that grit
much
come
in the
from?
competition. I don't know.
Where does this
I
grit
don't
come from, this
know.
16-year-old girl?
I love her doing the old school songs, though.
But she's like killing
Incredible.
them, making them
Every one of them.
current. What do you think?
I thought she was good. She needs a few more cigarettes and a few like more heartbreaks to sing jazz.
We were saying she needs some cigarettes, she needs a night in
And
jail.
alcohol.
She needs...
I felt it was all very like, this is how I'm supposed to like act like this, and I didn't feel like a extreme. I mean, she's young. She's young. That's it. She's an amazing voice. I'm excited to see what her voice is like in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, even though from the beginning of the competition till now, it's like 100 times better.
I also think, I was saying it when I was watching it, that she looked a little uncomfortable in the outfit she had on. I think it was a little too overwhelming for her.
It was
And
like weird because it was too tight.
Yeah, it was doing something to her stomach, and she kept grabbing her stomach. And I think that kind of distracted her.
Yeah, but I thought she nailed it. She's 15?
16.
16. Crazy.
I know.
To have that kind of voice.
At 16.
The voice within was great.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So our
Yes.
next song was The Voice Within by Christina. So cute that she dedicated it to Christina.
Yes.
And she told us last week that she wanted to do that song.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy she got
We hear the
we got
news
all
first.
the insider
We hear it
details
first,
here.
people.
But
the
I thought
dirt.
that was a great choice.
Yeah.
The guy in the beginning though.
Oh my God, the guy Sadny Meyer?
The creepy guy.
Oh, yeah.
That was so creepy.
Yeah, this, okay.
You guys, creepy.
This is his eyes.
He's on a list somewhere.
It's like
It was terrifying.
Someone's going to screen cap this.
Local sex offender.
Spotlight just right
might
on
see
him.
him.
Yeah, I'm afraid someone just screen capped me imitating him, and it's going to hunt me
But
on
I
Twitter.
love how she just sat,
she
like
here?
started
Is he
sitting
here?
down.
Oh,
We'll
here.
see him in a
He's gonna be
second.
here.
Yeah, we're going to see this guy in a second.
Keep your eye out
Steven,
for
our
the
producer in
creeper.
the booth, is going to see this guy for the first time when this pops up, and we're going to hear him laugh as soon as he sees him, because I know him, and this is what he's going to do.
She's so good, though.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah. Even... I was worried at first that like the tempo seemed a little off,
Yeah,
but
she
it just kind of
I wonder if
sunk
she
in.
couldn't hear.
What a
The
hard
piano was
away.
quiet.
Yeah,
at
And look at
first.
how proud Christina
I know.
is.
It's like my little
Who looks
prodigy.
amazing.
Oh my God,
Good
yes.
Lord.
Show the guy. There's the guy. There he is.
Guys.
Those are rapey eyes.
There's the laugh.
So
There's the laugh.
That's not good.
She's like,
He's
I
like
can't
here,
time
like
His hands aren't even all the way up.
I think his hands like this.
oh,
Oh my God.
The scary thing is, he's standing there. It's like, why are you only 16?
Oh God, that's disgusting.
Poor Jackie.
Moving on. What did you think of her voice?
loved it. I love
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah, I thought she sounded
Incredible.
great. I think that this is obviously like a really hard song to sing. I mean,
Yes.
very, very hard. But she did a great job. But I could there's parts of it where I heard her kind of struggling a little bit.
Yeah,
but
she's young.
Yeah.
It's amazing that a 16-year-old can go up there and sing a song and
Exactly.
sound like Christina.
No, I know.
And
she's
learn
great.
these two huge songs in a week.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also, I love seeing how into her team Christina is. Like
Yeah.
at the end where she just talks and talks, she's just so, she's always very
passionate about it.
She seems the most
her people.
passionate
She
about her team.
wants to
Definitely.
win.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think Christina's gonna win this year.
I
do
think
too.
it's more than that though too. Like on my season, she just was always the one who would like call her team in like the middle of the night and be like,
Oh, really?
I'm on the floor in my bathroom with like CDs, and I like think that she doesn't listen to digital music apparently, or like she like has physical CDs, and she like would always be like, yeah,
Those
I
still
have like
exist?
right.
I haven't.
But she would always just be very into like making sure that they were like their artistry came through, which I think is
That's
something
cool.
that
That's
kind of
really cool.
kind of lacks a little bit this season. Like it seems everyone's worried about like showing how versatile people are.
Yeah.
It's really, at this point in the competition, it needs to be more about artistry.
Do you
and,
think
like,
it's because of the iTunes thing, though?
Absolutely. Well, it's about the show
yeah.
more. I think it's why The Voice hasn't had like a Kelly or a Carrie yet, is because they do focus a lot on like the, let's see how much we can expand your range and like not really focus.
Just focus on the one thing.
People don't know who they are when they get off the show. It's kind of like
and that's probably why the country artists Danielle Bradbury and Cassidy Pope are doing the best, or even like is it Chris Mann?
Chris Mann,
pretty well
who's
too.
doing awesome. Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like Jackie though could be like a Christina, or not Christina, or like a Kelly Clarkson.
She'll get out of here and make like a pop R&B album.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why Matthew and James are both on the right track, because Matthew will make like a pop rock album. James will make like a
alternative
White Stripes type of album.
Yeah.
Theatrical.
Let's get into some predictions. So how many are we losing tonight?
One.
Only losing one this week. Only one.
Gosh.
Just one.
Next week is the semifinals with 5 remaining.
Who do you think is gonna go?
Who's starting?
I'm not going first.
I'm going with Matthew. I'm going with Matthew. I don't know. I just think out of everybody tonight, or Cole. I don't know.
I know.
It was one of the two. It's one of the two of them for sure.
Christian.
I don't want to say it, but Pip stole my thunder. Matthew's going home.
Oh my God.
And we've been saying from day one he was winning the damn thing.
Do we get a Twitter save this week?
I don't know how it's going to work because there's only one. Are we only going to have 2 to choose from?
Yeah, we do. We do. I saw it on Twitter, on Carson's Twitter, that there is a Twitter save.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they pick 2 and then.
Well, they're either going to get the bottom 2 or bottom 3, and we're going to save 2 of them, or there's only going to be bottom 2. We save 1 of them. It's different this week.
Probably bottom. Don't you think it'd be bottom 2, maybe?
That would make sense, more sense to bottom 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think?
This is really hard. I'm going to say Will.
That's what I was going to say.
Ooh.
We got 2 for Will, 2 for Matthew.
Oh.
Interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be super surprised, but I think it's going to be Matthew.
I think Will might not have the likability factor that Matthew does.
Well, Matthew's definitely got a better personality than Will. Like, just does like the little
you never know
dedication. Where was he looking in his dedication? Did you watch his eyes?
I think
everywhere.
he's very he's got like a shy energy. He's just very shy.
Yeah.
He's like the artsy,
thank you.
Yeah.
I want to dedicate
He was raised
video.
in Southern California. We gotta. It's not his fault. So we're gonna take a small 30-second break, and when we come back, Pip's gonna perform for us.
Yeah, he is.
Down the street, don't care which way you'll go. Familiar sounds, familiar heat, and make you feel right at home. Something makes me come alive tonight. Nothing can make things not go right. Red hot night on the boulevard. Bright white dreams, so the skies are dark. To light it up now, light it up now. All I need's this. Who cares? What I'll do.
All right, performing Future Dream. Here is Mr. Pip.
Ooh, yeah. Who sees you can be cruel, you can be mean, but all I want is more. When we chatted through the night, felt me seconds to the morning light. There's something there that you can't deny. Now all I'm asking for is that tonight you won't say maybe. That's who you've been acting lately. I can't take this game you're playing. You'll give me back what I'm giving, 'cause all
blue, ups and the downs, the ins and the outs, but somehow I want more. Everyone wants a little piece, but you and me, we got a history. Thinking about the past makes me future dream, cause all I'm fighting for is that tonight you won't say maybe. That's how you've been acting lately. I can't take this game you're playing. You'll give me back what I'm giving, cause all I want is you. I'm all in, knowing I'm begging, yeah. All I want is you. Stop these games you're playing, just listen to what I'm saying. I'm only gonna say this once. I am the one to give you all you need. Nobody else can ever quite complete. Got me dreaming, dreaming future dreams. Listen what I say, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm all in. Oh, when I'm begging, yeah. All I want is you, yeah, yeah. I'm all in. I'm begging, yeah. All I want is you.
Yeah!
Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to reset and we'll be back in a minute. Wow!
Oh my gosh.
Pip, holy Jesus. That was so good.
Thank you, guys.
All of our mouths are like
I know.
drops.
So that's from your album, correct?
Yes, I released an EP. It's like 6 songs. That one's called Future Dream.
You've got like some dance tracks on there too.
Yeah, well, they're all a little more produced.
Yeah.
They're definitely, it's definitely more like funky pop. Yeah, there's a few dance. I'm about to release my first like official music video.
Nice.
And that song is pretty. It's called Hooked. And that song's pretty dancey.
That's awesome.
Dancey.
Erin Willett's in that too, right? She was just in here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Erin Willett is in the
guest cameo
the video. She has a few. Her faces. She's the most expressive facial person ever, and she's just great.
Yeah, we were watching her perform a few weeks ago, and it was a show just the facial expression.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
So fun. So what else have you been up to since The Voice?
Lots of shows. Me and Will play every other Tuesday at Outpost. It's a bar in Hollywood.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, we just kind of do a really, really chill acoustic set. It's very like relaxed. And then I've been doing a few shows around here, planning a lot of shows back home in Atlanta right after the new year.
Cool. Okay.
And then a lot of videos. I've been working at the YouTube space in Santa Monica, trying to kind of build the YouTube following and
that's cool.
Make a lot of cool videos and see where
I
that
just saw
goes.
a Poison and Wine cover you did.
Oh yeah,
that was so
with
good.
Carla?
Yeah,
that's from a while ago.
Oh really?
Carla Davis. I miss Carla Davis.
You guys should do more. That was really good.
So what is the next performance? Like what's the next one on the schedule? Is it the next one at the Outpost?
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow night at the Outpost.
Yes.
Okay. If you're in Hollywood, check out Pip at the Outpost.
Yeah, like 10:30. Just come on by, have a few drinks.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
I'd love to see you live.
Yeah.
Who would you say is your biggest musical influence?
Besides us.
I mean, besides you guys.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I think going into like new songs, I definitely, well, especially the EP. I went back and like really looked in like Prince roots, and then married that with like original Maroon 5-y, where they had the like funk pop stuff going on, and then also tried to pull in the like modern electronic feel as well. So those three.
It
Prince,
works. I like it.
maybe. I really like Prince. I'm in love with Prince.
No, have you talked to Adam at all since The Voice?
No.
No? Okay.
No. But you can call me if you I'm waiting.
Hello.
I'm waiting for your call now.
Just keep tweeting at him.
Yeah. Just send him a tweet saying, "Congrats on the sexiest man alive."
Are you mad at me?
Yeah,
he's the sexiest man alive, according to People magazine.
And
I lost
Christians.
again. I lost again.
Oh, him. He voted for him.
Yeah, Christians.
He's a big
And
Christians.
And Christians, all of them.
They voted. I am plural.
There you go.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. Well, Pip's EP, no formalities. I want to call it just formalities. No formalities is on iTunes and plug your website.
My website is www.pipmusic.com.
And your Twitter.
My Twitter is pip_Andrew. Same with the Instagram and then Facebook, all that stuff. Follow me, like me.
Well, thank you so much for coming in tonight. That
Yeah,
performance was awesome. Where can they find you guys?
You can find me on Twitter at CRosieVOC.
Twitter and Facebook at Laila Sadny.
And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler. And we will see you guys all back in here next week.
See ya.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.